Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Swiatek's secret edge over Coco Gauff and Aryna Sabalenka revealed by Team Insider. When it comes to answering the question, who is the GOAT? Plenty of names spring to mind. Legends of the past, Serena Williams, Martina Navratilova, and Billie Jean King, stand tall. The current generation is making waves too. Swiatek, Aryna Sabalenka, and Coco Gauff. Each player stands out for his or her unique qualities, playing styles, or that one trademark mannerism that sets them apart from their rivals. But what truly distinguishes the top stars of today? Swiatek's sports psychologist, Daria Abramovich, who's been a key part of her coaching team since 2019, has some thoughts. While speaking on the Breakpoint podcast, Abramovich pointed out how players present themselves in public. She's convinced sport has always had a social function. But how exactly? Sport is, in a way, for the people. Bringing these people joy and excitement is often a source of motivation for the athletes. On the other hand, with athletes who started playing tennis as kids, it is their passion, part of their identity. She explained, breaking down the lifelong drive and identity-shaping power of the game. If we were to walk up to them and ask them, "Who are you?" they would probably answer with, "I'm a tennis player." And because of that, these athletes try to keep at least some of the process to themselves. According to Daria, this all comes down to an athlete's personality. What makes it fascinating is how she pinpoints something that sets Swiatek apart. Like Aryna, like Coco Gauff, they're willing to show more of their lives. And then we have some players who don't want that. Ashley Barty was like that, Simona Halep, or, for that instance, IGA. Could that be true? For the most part, yes. World number one and number two love sharing slices of their lives with fans online. Aryna Sabalenka commands a massive following, 3.3 million on Instagram and 110,000 on TikTok. Coco Gauff is just as beloved, witty, creative, and ever-present, with 2.2 million Instagram followers and a cool 1 million on TikTok. And IGA, she isn't far behind, boasting 2.3 million followers on Instagram. Her TikTok is less active, and even on IG, she's more reserved. She tends to update fans during tournaments, big announcements, or with the odd casual post here and there. Not quite as in your face as her fellow WTA stars, but always authentic. Not to mention, Swiatek stands out as quietly disciplined and intensely focused, letting her game speak while shying away from extra attention. Aryna bursts onto the scene with bold energy and unfiltered emotion, while Gauff wins hearts with her confident, easygoing style and fan-friendly vibe. Yet when it comes to results, IGA's no slouch. Her laser focus and calm resolve have kept her right up there with Sabalenka's powerhouse presence and Gauff's magnetic charm, each bringing their own edge to the top of the sport. So, how's IGA fared against them this season? Swiatek's season has been a true mixed bag. She kicked off strong with a semifinal run at the Australian Open and another at Roland Garros, even if she couldn't defend her title in Paris. But she bounced back in the best way, clinching her first-ever Venus Rosewater dish at Wimbledon. That's huge. Sabalenka still leads the pack, sitting pretty at number one with 12,420 points. Coco Gauff isn't far behind, holding steady at number two with 7,669 points. IGA has zigzagged up and down the charts, currently in number three with 6,813 points. Swiatek's Canadian Open run kicks off well. Fresh off her first-round bye, IGA wasted no time in making a statement at Montreal. Facing qualifier Guohan Yu, the newly crowned Wimbledon champ surged to a 4-0 start in the opening set. We tried to flip the script with a two-game push, but Swiatek stayed locked in and slammed the door, taking the set with poise. Even when they swapped early breaks in set two, the Pole grabbed the next 5 games in a row, sealing a snappy 6-3, 6-1 victory. Talk about starting strong. Momentum is definitely on Swiatek's side. Just a few weeks ago, she fired her way to her first Wimbledon singles crown, crushing world number 12 Amanda Anisimova, 6-0, 6-0, wrapping up the final in just 57 minutes. Meanwhile, the then world number 1 stumbled against Amanda in the semifinals, and Coco Gauff was knocked out early. With that success under her belt, Swiatek looks primed for her U.S. Open campaign, but she's also keeping it real. Right before stepping on court in Montreal, Swiatek was asked if her Wimbledon heroics made her feel unstoppable these days. Would that feeling carry over, or was it time to reset? No, you kind of start from a clean slate for sure, she confessed. She got even more candid at the presser, saying, "I know that even if I play bad till the end of the year, I'm really happy with the season. You know, winning Wimbledon was just, I don't know, not on my list this year at least. So yeah, I'm super happy." Next up, IGA Swiatek is gearing up for a third-round clash with Eva Liss at the Canadian Open 2025. Her previous best here was a semifinal run in 2023, but that year's champion, Jessica Pegula, just bowed out in the round of 32. Is the path opening for IGA to steal the show this time? Toss your thoughts in the comments. This could be her moment. In a world where every serve, every sprint, and every strategy is scrutinized under a magnifying glass, it's rare for a secret weapon to remain just that, a secret. But as the 2025 tennis season unfolds, a quiet revelation from within IGA Swiatek's team has sent ripples through the tennis universe. A trusted insider has finally lifted the curtain on what gives Swiatek the often invisible edge over her fiercest rivals, namely Coco Gauff and Aryna Sabalenka. While fans and pundits alike credit IGA's phenomenal footwork, relentless topspin, and icy composure for her dominance, the insider reveals that her true power lies elsewhere. It's not just what she does on the court, but what happens far from it. The secret? Neurotennis conditioning, a revolutionary blend of cognitive training, mindfulness, and neurological synchronization, custom designed for Swiatek. A mysterious intersection of science, psychology, and instinct. The mind gym no one talks about. While most players begin their day with racket drills and fitness reps, IGA Swiatek starts hers in an entirely different way, plugged into a brainwave headset inside a soundproof studio. There, she trains her mind to operate at the razor-thin border between calculation and instinct. According to the insider, codenamed Echo, to protect their identity, this routine isn't just about meditation or visualization. It's surgical, Echo said. We've developed patterns for how IGA's brain should respond to chaos, to noise, to pressure. Every time Coco ramps up her power, or Sabalenka unleashes her fury, IGA's neurons are already dancing in rhythm. She's not reacting, she's already there. It's part of a program codenamed Theta Response Protocol, TRP, developed in collaboration with a Warsaw-based neuroscientific lab and sports psychologists from Sweden. The purpose? To train IGA's brain to remain in the optimal theta-gamma range during rallies, where decision-making and subconscious intuition operate in harmony. How it works: tennis at the speed of thought. TRP uses sound triggers, microstimulations, and guided neurofeedback to simulate match environments, even those she hasn't faced yet. Gauff's heavy forehand? Simulated. Sabalenka's booming serve? Simulated. IGA runs through hundreds of such scenarios daily, but instead of hitting balls, she's watching blinking dots, syncing her breath with machine beeps, and manipulating virtual courts with just her brainwaves. While Coco Gauff trains at hyperspeed and Aryna Sabalenka lifts like a warrior in a battle arena, IGA trains in silence. It's like chess inside a tornado, Echo said. IGA's mind learns to process what others react to. When Coco adjusts mid-match, IGA's already finished recalculating. When Aryna goes full beast mode, IGA's rhythm doesn't flinch. The TRP protocol isn't about shutting out emotion. It's about converting emotional surges into tactical clarity. That's why IGA rarely throws tantrums, rarely slumps. Even when she's losing, she's learning, not reacting. The data lab beneath the surface. At the heart of the TRP operation is the Nest, a low-lit chamber beneath Swiatek's training complex in Razin, Poland. Inside, screens display thousands of lines of biometric feedback, muscle memory retention stats, and momentum micro-predictions. Every match IGA plays feeds the system. Every swing becomes data. But the twist? Her team has also logged her opponent's tendencies. including Gauff and Sabalenka. It's not cheating, Echo clarified. It's awareness. Just as an athlete watches match footage, we do it at a synaptic level. What makes this truly innovative is how Swiatek is trained to respond not with overthinking, but with intuition shaped by neuroscience. You won't see her thinking. You'll see her flowing. That's the weapon. Coco Gauff and the emotion equation. Coco Gauff has always been known for her powerful baseline play and high-intensity energy. But in recent clashes with Swiatek, she struggled to unlock the code. Despite improving her serve, her movement, and her emotional resilience, Coco still finds herself outmaneuvered in critical moments. Echo explained why. Coco is brilliant, but her fire is also fuel for IGA. The moment Gauff intensifies emotionally, cheers louder, pumps her fists, IGA locks into a mode we call liquid calm. She absorbs it like a wave, surfs it, then crashes back with perfect timing. That's not reaction, that's neural conditioning. There's no malice, no gamesmanship, just a quietly honed science. Aryna Sabalenka and the power paradox. Aryna Sabalenka, on the other hand, is known for her explosive aggression. When she's on, she bulldozes. But against IGA, the storm sometimes hits an unmovable wall. It's not that IGA neutralizes her power, it's that she dissolves it. She doesn't block Sabalenka's pace, Echo said. She uses it to widen her own options. Her return angles are calculated before the serve lands. We've studied Aryna's grip shifts, her breathing before serves. We know when she's about to slice or flatten out. To Sabalenka, IGA feels like a mirror that refuses to crack, a presence that doesn't yield to intimidation. It's not mental toughness in the traditional sense, it's neural resilience. She doesn't grit her way through pressure. She slides through it, mentally lubricated by rehearsed neural pathways. Why this matters now? With the US Open around the corner, the tennis world is buzzing about the ongoing rivalry between these three titans. Gauff, the spirited American prodigy, with a Grand Slam under her belt. Sabalenka, the Belarusian powerhouse who plays like a flamethrower on heels. And Swiatek, the quiet storm from Poland. But as Echo's revelations surface, fans and analysts alike may begin to reframe the narrative. Swiatek isn't just playing the game better. She's playing it before it even begins. People think it's magic, Echo said. It's not. It's math, it's mind, and it's the courage to train where no one's watching. The human behind the circuitry. Despite the science, Echo insists that Swiatek's humanity is still the core of her power. We don't make her a machine. We make her a more aware human. She still cries, laughs, doubts, but we've taught her how to sit with those emotions and still choose clarity. IGA's reading habit, often dismissed as quirky, is actually a recovery method. Her love for Chopin and poetry, tools to reinforce balance and empathy, even when immersed in competition. The result? A player who never lets her ego steer the ship. A glimpse into the future. The question now looms. Will Gauff or Sabalenka adopt similar protocols? Will the sport evolve toward brain-based training instead of sheer muscle and repetition? Coco Gauff has already begun working with mental performance coaches, and Sabalenka has hinted at interest in tech-assisted focus zones. But catching up to Swiatek's head start in TRP may take years. For now, IGA remains a step ahead, not because she's faster or stronger, but because she's more synchronized with herself. Closing rally. In a sport where the smallest margins separate victory from heartbreak, IGA Swiatek's secret edge doesn't come from any racket or serve, but from the uncharted realm between heartbeats and decisions. The tennis court is visible. The scoreboard is public. The crowd roars in real time. But inside IGA's mind, the match has already been won, one synapse at a time.